Right, stop that. Stop that. Got to take this off, man. Damn. Yeah, man. Good night, guys. Good night, and God bless. Yeah, back again for another show. The late show, as I put in the description. Please hit the like button and subscribe button. Please do, and also hit me up in the comment section as well. You know what I mean? This is kind of lagging. I see myself kind of lagging a bit. I don't know.
You look alright on my screen.
Okay, fair enough then. If it's all right, it looks all right. Fair dues. Yeah, so yeah, thanks for joining me, guys. Thanks for joining me. We are going to have a little debate tonight on Arne Slot's future at Liverpool. What happened? Get out of it. That's the YouTube channel, isn't it? Right, I've done a poll. We have had 2 votes so far, and it's got like LFC fans. Can Arne Slot turn it around at LFC? 100% said yes. 0% says no, and 0% says maybe. But all that can change as it has changed now. 67 says yes, 33% says no, and 0% says maybe. So that can change as the show goes along. So, my guy, what do you think? Do you think Arne Slot can turn it around?
Yeah, I think he can turn it around. But my question is, are you going to turn it around? Have you finally seen the light and figured out how to play with these players you've signed? How to do with these players that you've signed? How you're going to make these players play together? Have you finally worked it out? Or are you just going to be stubborn and go back to your old ways?
Yeah. Excuse me. That is a question, really, because like I think the formula, what he's got at the moment, is looking good. You know what I mean? He is looking good. I can't lie. But like, you know what he's like. He doesn't stick to one thing. He gets a bit arrogant. If he starts winning games, he gets a bit arrogant. You know what I mean? Like the other day, he went back to sort of like how he put it. So he went back to the mistakes he made making before by putting Sabozza as right back, even though you had, do you know what I mean, a perfectly good right back on the bench in Ramsey. Do you know what I mean?
I don't think he wanted to lose Sabozza in the game. No, that's the thing.
Huh?
I don't think he wanted to lose Sabozza in the game because when Gomez went down, he brought Salah on. So it's like,
yeah, he brought Salah on, but he pushed Sabozza to right back, and my argument is that could have gone horribly wrong.
It could have. I 100% agree with you there. It could have gone wrong. But if you're taking Salah off and Sabozza as the right winger, where are you going to put Sabozza then? That's the thing. That's the problem.
But then you, that's
make another substitute. That's 2 substitutes straight away. You
can only make another substitute. Yeah, I understand that.
That's the problem he had.
Where you put, but the things about it, I wouldn't have put Salah on there. I wouldn't have put Salah on. I would have gone like for like.
And got another right back and put the right back on.
Yeah, like for like. You know what I mean? Because that could have blown a horribly in his face.
It could have. I agree with that.
yeah, people. This is what people don't realize. That could have blown up on him, and what would he have said then? What would excuse would he have given them? Given then about why he put sort of like why he's put Salah on? Do you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
You know, I mean, obviously touch wood and everything that it didn't go. He didn't crash and burn in that one. He went okay. Do you know what I mean? Well, not okay. It went great because we won the game. Do you know what I mean?
There
But
you go.
that could have like blown horribly for him. Do you know what I mean? I think
Yeah,
sometimes he
100%.
takes. I think sometimes at the day, yeah. I don't know if you agree with me. I think he takes unnecessary risks. What do you think?
He does take unnecessary risks. I will agree with you on that one. But I'll also say sometimes, isn't it a risk worth taking if you're going to win the game?
Mm, yeah. That's a hard one because
It's a
that's
difficult
a
one,
hard
isn't
one.
it?
We didn't actually know at that time that we was going to win the game.
No.
You know what I mean?
So
We was winning, weren't we? Winning 1-0.
yeah.
Yeah, I suppose you got a point then. I suppose you got a point. And about that.
Ekatike scored in the first minute.
First, yeah, but 47 seconds, wasn't it?
Yeah, in the first
40,
minute, he smashed it in.
his quality is, Ekatike.
Ekatike, man, he's the future. I don't care what
Yeah,
anyone says.
yeah. I'm so glad we bought him. I'm so glad. Do you know what I mean? That we bought this guy in. Do you know what I mean? And I think at the end that was right. That was a right choice to get both of them. You know what I mean? To get sort of like Ekatike and Isak. Because I'm telling
100%.
people what people don't understand, right? Next season and day, right? I'm telling you, Isak is going to be awesome next season. He is going to be awesome. No matter
100%
what
agree.
manager is there or head coach, he's going to be awesome. Do you know what I mean? I'm telling you. Because Oliver Glasnish, yeah, he's already said in that he's not signing another contract. A contract, he said that. Yeah. So they're looking at this coach at the day at coach manager Getafe. I think it's Getafe. Jose something. They're looking at him. Do you know what I mean?
Oliver
Right.
Jose. Okay. Big up, man.
Big up and Dicko said, all right, lads. Yeah, big up to you, and Dicko, man. Love and respect to you. Love and respect to you. I like and Dicko, man. He's a good guy. What's it not fucking working? That's it. Said at the match, what does that say to Ramsey playing Dom at right back? That's another thing, That's another thing there,
That is a problem as well. I will agree with that. Thanks for bringing that up, on.
Yeah, that is a problem because Ramsey, when he played against Southampton, was it Southampton? Is it Southampton? Yeah, it was Southampton. He played against Southampton in the League Cup. He was awesome. He was good.
Ramsey is good.
Yeah. Whenever sort of like that Ramsey has come on, whether it's been with Arne Slot or whether it was only come on once for Arne Slot. But when he was on the club, yeah, he's always impressed me when he's actually got his chance. I don't know why he doesn't get more chances. I don't know why he doesn't get more chances, man. I'm telling you, because remember what they say, we never won anything without a Scottish man in the side. So they
Now
say.
we got two.
Yeah. But it was a
2000. We got two as
2000.
potential fullbacks.
Yeah.
We got Ramsey and Robertson as potential fullbacks there.
Yeah. I wonder if they're going to try and switch into a left back.
I hope not. I hope not.
I don't know. Ramsey's a good player. I'm telling you, he's a good player.
There's a player in there. 100%. There's a player in there.
If don't trust, why have him on the bench? Yeah,
that's a good point.
That is a good point. That's a very good. I agree with that 100%. And Dicko, I agree with that 100%.
But and Dicko, just in general, if you're Slot and you've got Salah itching to come on and Gomez is injured and you've got Szoboszlai on the pitch, does it not make sense to throw Szoboszlai back to right back and bring Salah on? Just for that one game.
I mean, in my case, it's a relatively easy question to answer because I would have gone like for like. Simple, I would have gone like for like, and he could have always brought on Salah later.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You know, because when you think about it, there wasn't really a need to bring Salah on that early.
No.
If you think about it, do you know what I mean? You know, I would have brought him on in the second half, even if it's like the start of the second half. Do you know what I mean? And it took off Sabozai. Do you know what I mean? You know, even if that. Do you know what I'm saying? What's this one here? No, because why is this a thing? Oh, 1 second. Yeah. No, because he have an out right back on the bench. Keep Dom in midfield engine room. The midfield engine room. Yeah, I agree with that 100%. That's why I would have gone like for like. That's
okay.
That's what going like for like was so important. He needs to stay in midfield. I mean, let me put this up. Let me put this up. Share this with you guys. Right. Yeah, this something from Twitter, and it says, if you're backing Mo Salah to stay at Liverpool over Arne Slot, like and retweet this. So, what would you say? What would you say?
I wouldn't be posting things like that at the moment. Mo Salah's just going off to AFCON, and Slot looks like he's finally understanding how this squad works. So it's a bit premature to be asking that right now. Now, give it a couple of months, maybe after this transfer window we're going to go through in February. We'll probably revisit it then. But the board, to me, looks like they've decided to stick with Slot. So it looks like the players have got back on board because they can't throw the manager under the bus after what they do to Salah. So it's changed the mentality of the whole team, in my opinion.
I don't think you'll see a change in management or head coach until the end of the season.
Easily, yeah.
I don't think you're going to see it in January. On either one, really. On either one, either Mo or Slot. I don't think there's going to be a change till the end of the season. I can't see that sort of like Mo going in January. I can't see that. And I can't
see it now.
Yeah, I can't see it now. And even Slot, I can't see that now, him going in January. I think any major decisions like that is going to be made in summer. Do you know what I mean? They're gonna kick back and see what sort of like obviously what Slot can do. You know what I mean? As a manager, you know what I'm saying? And then from that, they'll just take it from there. They'll say, all right, you know what? Decide whether they want to keep him. I think the only way that they keep him if he wins something major this season.
That's the only way I can see as well.
Yeah, if he wins the Champions League, which he could actually win it because, like, you know what I mean? It's like who's best on the night, really, isn't it? Really, and who wants it more. And it looks like I think it looks like put it this way, Real Madrid are not looking how they used to. You know what I mean? The only team I fear in that tournament is Bayern Munich. Because Bayern Munich looking tasty. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But saying that, we've got a good record against Bayern Munich. I think they've only beat once or twice. Do you know what I mean? But usually we beat them. So we've got a good record against them still. You know what I mean? You have to wait and see. But I don't think he'll be going anywhere, to be fair. Do you know what I mean?
But to be honest with you, we could have beat PSG. We could have beaten PSG. Yeah. People forget that. We took PSG to penalties. No one else at the time took PSG to penalties. And even the guy at the end said Liverpool was the toughest opponent.
That's a fact, you know. And the thing is about it, right? If you look at sort of like PSG, the final against Inter Milan, I still think that's a fix. Yeah. I think there's some brown envelopes sort of like going around, mate. I'm telling you. How can Inter Milan be so good in the 2 semi-finals they played against Barcelona, right?
Yeah.
But they were shit in the final. They was absolutely shit. They didn't even look like they wanted to play.
And I remember watching that Barcelona versus Inter Milan game. It's like they wouldn't give up, but yet against PSG, they did.
Yeah,
they did give up. They capitulated.
Literally just like from the first whistle when they had the first attack, you already knew how this game was going to go. You said they don't want to know, did they? They don't want to know. They
didn't look asked. I seen the players walking around. They didn't look bothered.
Yeah, it looks like the pattern was set on what was going to happen. Do you know what I mean? And
they didn't even make it look convincing.
No, and look what happened when sort of like they went to that World Cup business. Look what happened. They got beaten by Chelsea to Rascal.
Yeah.
Oh man. And Dicko says, I'm back in the club over both. Clubs still be here when they're both gone. Facts.
You can tell what age range he's in, can't you? Because that's exactly the same as the older ones, say the 30-year fans say. He's born in 1987, so he's about 38 now, something like that. Maybe 38 now. Something like that.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's turned 37, he's going to turn 38 next year, I don't
know. Yeah, but like, yeah, man. You know, I suppose you have to back the club. You have to back the club sort of like more than what you back the, player. And, imagine.
Told you. 38, didn't I say? Because I'm turning 37 this week. He's 87, so he's going to turn 38. I knew it. There you go, man.
I love it. Yeah, but you know what I mean? It's just the fact that
the older ones are going to say that because you've seen players, the best Liverpool players come and go. I've seen the best Liverpool players come and go, and that's in the same age range as me. So we've seen it. But what we haven't seen is the same dominant area you've seen. We just had to grow up with heartache because we had to watch United win everything, then Chelsea win everything, and then Arsenal start to win things.
Exactly. Bad times, man. Over dark times in there.
I don't want to go back to them. No, thank you.
Fuck that, man. Fuck that.
No chance. For years and years and years, that was everyone's scapegoat to me during any conversation. Where's your Premier League?
Yeah, but like I used to, I used to say this, yeah, like what this guy used to say. He goes, well, the league wasn't the league did not start in 1992.
Yep.
And so when you realize that the league didn't start in 1992, well, then you're going to realize it, right? At the end of the day, that we've got 18 league titles.
At the time as well, we had more league titles than United, and that's the only thing I can cling to.
Yeah. Ant Dicko says, he says players come and go. He says players come and go, and managers come and go. We stay. Facts.
That's the one.
That's the one. Ant Dicko to rotted.
Comment for the night.
Yeah, man. Ant Dicko's in our age group. He's in our age group. G.
My brother, exactly, and exactly, lad.
Yeah. Zane, big up Zane, big up. We defensively slightly better now as well. 3 clean sheets, 4 goals in conceding 5 games. Yeah. That is true. Generally giving up any hope of us winning it. What the league or Champions League?
I'm not giving up hope on the Champions League because
I think we're still in a shot with that. I think we're still in a shot with the Champions League, mate. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I'm not going to be slot in, but I'll give Slot time if he wins that because number 7. I'm not being funny. That seems to be our bread and butter in my lifetime. That seems to be our bread and butter with the Champions League. We do better with the Champions League than we do the Premier League.
Yeah. And Dicko says United always moved the goalpost. Of course they do. They're doing it.
They can move as much as they want.
They're scummy like that. But you know what, though, right? Do you know what? I still think we can win the Champions League. And also, I did say from last season, I said, look, if he wins something major next season, like retains the Premiership or wins the Champions League, right? Yeah, I'm fully slot on. So I have to do what I say. You know what I mean? They're gonna say they're gonna start putting things at me, saying, "Yeah, you said this, that." So yeah, I'll be fully on. If he wins the Champions League, because I think to myself, well, you won the league one season, yeah, and you win the league, you win Champions League this season. No, I have to give you a props, man. I have to be fully in your boat, but just don't let me down. So punch you up. I remember the Julio Evans joint manager. Yeah, that was days. Yeah, I don't know why they done that. To be honest, days they're almost folding days. Some don't know how lucky they are. It's really they are. Yeah,
100%. We nearly went bankrupt. Literally, nearly went out. Nearly got liquidated.
Yeah. There were dark days, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Dark days. No meant, although 90s and 2000 just seemed cursed. I mean, the beginning of the 2000s didn't start off too bad because remember we won like 5 trophies, isn't it?
Yeah.
Won the 5 trophies, the FA Cup, League Cup, UEFA Cup, and so on. You know what I mean? So, but it just went downhill, miraculously downhill, till obviously Benitez came in, won us the Champions League.
We won the Champions League.
Yeah, in style and stuff. You know what I mean? Let's see how this.
But his style didn't match. His style did not match the Premier League, though. That's the only problem with him. He matched Europe, perfectly matched Europe for knockout football. His style was perfect for knockout football, but it didn't translate into the Premier League.
No, it didn't. It didn't. The vote with LFC fans, can Arne Slot turn it around at LFC? 56 says yes, 22 says no, and 22 says maybe. I mean, so that votes are going good there. It's going good at the moment.
If we're using the word maybe, are we putting maybe and yes together? Because a maybe is more of a yes than a no.
Or maybe. I've got or maybe. Or maybe. Maybe we can do it, or maybe we can't do it. Come from Zane. Big up Zane in the building. Make sure you smash the like and stuff. You know how it goes. Zane says, worst case scenario, if we can't win the champs, win the FA Cup and get UCL football and new manager next season, go again. Yeah. That is your worst case scenario. That is the worst case scenario.
The team's always going to be there because we're always going to support Liverpool. It doesn't matter what manager's there. It doesn't matter what players are there. It's like I was saying to Footy. It's not like we're wearing the number 11 now, but I've seen plenty of players wearing that shirt. And I'll see more players wearing that shirt after Salah goes. So I just see that as a shirt number. I literally just see it as a shirt number now. At my age now, it's a shirt number. It doesn't mean anything to me.
Yeah. It's like when people say it was Klopp team, fine. 05 was Julio's team, which it was.
Facts.
It is for it I remember
he meant to say Klopp's.
Klopp, you know.
He meant to say Klopp's in the previous sentence. They put a D at the end.
Underrated players in 2000 team in Littman. Listen.
Littman,
yeah. Right. I was just about to say, when you talked about sort of like players that come and go, this is one player that I couldn't get. I still, up to this day, I can't get over the fact that he never got a chance.
No, he should have.
He was
he was brilliant.
He had so much skill.
He was everywhere. That season, he was everywhere. He's one of the reasons why we won all those trophies, in my opinion.
Yari Littman, boy. I still remember that goal he scored. You remember that goal he scored against Tottenham? He banged it, and he went off the post. Banged it, and even a goal he scored against fucking Leverkusen in the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
And if he didn't take him off and put on fucking Smeater, I don't know what he saw in Smeaton, you know. I don't know what he saw in Smeaton. I seriously do not know. Yeah, but he saw something in Smeaton.
What about Vladimir Smeaton?
Yeah, and he took Littman off. No, he didn't take Littman off. He took on Didi Harman, but Didi Harman was holding the midfield together, wasn't he? He was holding the midfield together because obviously, him being German and played for Bayern Munich, he knew at the day how Leverkusen played. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he's holding him. He takes him off and puts on Smeaton. What you thinking? But the best goal was when Yari Littman picked up the ball, and he was like, he's using his right foot, yeah, to make the space when he's got to pushing it. And I was in a boozer in Northampton. All I can hear is this guy goes, "Go on," and he shot. And when he shot and went to the back of the net, the pubs went mad.
Do you remember that though?
Went everywhere.
Nobody knew he had a shot on his left foot. He's just pulling it in with his right. His right. It went boom for his left.
Yeah, he does. Have that. You know what I mean? By rights, we should have won that quarter final. What's going on? Oh, sorry. By rights, and we should have won that quarter final, but like, you know, he fucked it up. And after a while, like Littman didn't really get much chances, and
which wasn't fair. He should have been. He should have been in the Champions League team at least.
Yeah, and I think in the end he went to Ajax, isn't it? He went to Ajax.
Yeah.
He went to Ajax and played out his career at Ajax, but I always thought in the day that who they fucked up on that Littman thing. You know what I mean? And Nicholas Anelka, he fucked up with Nicholas Anelka as well. Because remember he didn't continue his loan because he had him on loan for PSG, didn't he?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. He had him on loan from PSG, and he was supposed to sign him, but he didn't sign him. Right. I just got to do something. Take over for a bit, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, man. No worries.
Take over for a bit.
Right. So Adnico says, back when could actually celebrate goals. Don't we miss that? Don't we miss that we could actually celebrate a goal and not having to wait ages for a guy in a room with a computer to say to us if it's a goal or not? I really miss those times when the goal would go in, you'd be able to just celebrate it. I really do miss those times. Thanks for that, Nico. Let's see, Ravi, yo one, go on, you like, subscribe. Big up, Ravi. Thank you, man. And then Nico looks like saying hello to Ravi. Big up, guys. Right. Well, trip down memory lane then. Always good to do. Right, so if we're talking about memory lane, what did we all really think of Naby Keita? There are people who told me St. Max, I give up. You'd be surprised people didn't losing interest. There are people who told me St. Match, I give up. You'd be surprised people didn't lose interest. I don't know what you're trying to say there, Anne Stephen. I can't decipher that one, mate. Could you repeat that for me? No, I don't know where Fussy Reacts is. PL Champs 20. I'm not sure where he is. Big up for yourself, though, PL Champs. Don't forget to like you, my friend. Yeah, I agree, Anne. The whole VAR thing. I thought Naby would be now a Genie replacement, but injuries finished his career. Yeah. Does everyone remember when he got injured on the plane? He got on the plane fully fit. He gets off injured, and I think it was in the FA Cup where he actually got injured by the pitch. I'm not being funny. If you get injured by the pitch and injured on the plane, just give up on football. Football's not for you. Which is a shame because I've actually seen Naby Keita score quite a few good goals. The one against Chelsea where he smashed it from 30 yards was a good one. And in the yellow kit, I remember he scored a good goal against Atletico Madrid where he just volleyed it as well. Once ways traditional. I 100% agree with that. When they're looking too long at a goal, for me, they're looking for something. So our goal the other day, which was chalked off for handball for Mekatike, they spent like 5 to 6 minutes on it. Why? If it's not clear and obvious, then just allow the goal and get on with the game. Thank you for clearing that up, Jacob Bro. Premier League champs, Footy is busy recording content. He said he wouldn't make it tonight. Oh, thanks, mate. Thanks, Jacob. Thanks for that, bro. Good to know. Because I didn't actually know that, so cheers, mate. You've updated me as well. So, yeah, when it comes to VAR, originally, for me, it was brought in after that Liverpool and Manchester City one. But, they went to... They got 98 points. We got 97 points. It was brought in the season after because both teams got a few offside goals. So they didn't want anyone getting to 97 and 98 points again like that. So for me, that was the main reason why VAR was brought in, because they can't have the Premier League looking like that. Yeah, man, it's your opinion. If you want to sack Slotty, who wins number 7, yeah, absolutely fine, my friend. Personally, he would have shown something for me. So although I'd still be Slot out, I would be Slot, you've got time. Show me something. Show me that you can do something, at least. Still sack him and get a manager because this rut will happen again. 100%. I agree with that as well, Jacob. 100%, my friend. When you can see a rut and the manager doesn't like he can turn it around, that is an issue, and I will 100% agree with you. But if he does win the Champions League, however, has he not proven he can win when it really matters? Just a thought. I like VAR, but if it's taking 3 to 4 minutes to make a decision, then why can't we say that bias is involved? Zane, I absolutely 100% agree with that. I do agree that bias does get involved in some of the decisions, and I'm not a conspiracy theorist or anything, but when it comes to football, how can you have the best league but the most incompetent refs? Whether that ever makes sense? You think about it. If the referees were just as competent as the league, would the lower teams even have a chance in this league? Or are they deliberately being that incompetent to give the lower teams a chance? Just something to think about. Don't forget, everyone in the chat, like the video on your way in. Show some support to Uncle Rodz. He's here every night for all of us. Get myself a quick drink. So what does everyone think of why VAR was brought in? Does everyone agree that VAR was brought in because of the season where Liverpool and City both got 97, 98 points and got a lot of offside goals because it came in the season after the first season we won the league during COVID? Webb shouldn't be running it. They are all mates. That's the problem. I 100% agree with that, Ant. You can't have people in the room that are all friends and all get along with each other because, as Coots said in his interview, we'll go into that one. But as Coots said in his interview, he wasn't going to send the guy to the monitor because the referee had a bad game. Yeah, mate, I'm not interested in the referee having a bad game. The referee's not playing on the pitch. The referee's refereeing the game. You referee it to the letter of the law, or you don't. What we need is VAR to be like they have in Europe, where it's more the European teams. Someone who doesn't have any bias towards a certain team, that doesn't really care about the result either way, and it's just going to be impartial. Do you really think we could get that, though, to be honest? That's the problem. They do always back each other, yeah. And when Howard Webb comes out and starts doing mental gymnastics trying to explain something, it just looks so much worse. It really does. So sometimes Howard Webb can be more of an issue, and I cannot stand that guy, to be honest with you. And you know as well as me, we remember those United games, those decisions that went their way that just shouldn't go their way. Especially that one time where Liverpool were very close to United, and we actually finished second behind United that season. We were so close to having our first Premier League, but a couple of decisions that went their way when Howard Webb was always refereeing their games, which again always used to annoy me because most of us knew that Howard Webb had a certain fascination towards Manchester United, especially to Alex Ferguson. I'm never calling him sir; it's just Fergie to me. Zane says, should just stick with the original decision if you have no clue. 100% again, Zane. I 100% agree with you, my friend. But unfortunately, the fans have been completely taken out of the equation. They're not willing to actually negotiate anything with the fans. They just want to have all the power. The PGMOL, which just is a disgraceful organisation, in my opinion. Go watch the penny gave them. V us Ronaldo literally threw himself. Yeah, I remember that. Ronaldo threw himself on the floor. I remember that, and he gave a penalty against us, which won them the game. Michael Oliver, I think, has an agenda against Liverpool. He 100% has an agenda against Liverpool. If I'm not mistaken, wasn't Coots Michael Oliver's mate? Wasn't he really his best friend? Didn't they hang out all the time as well, them two? Or am I reading too much into that one? Because I did see Michael Oliver defending Coots a lot. Maybe I'm just not reading into that one. But yeah, going back to that penalty again when Ronaldo threw himself to the floor, unbelievable how Howard Webb just said penalties. Like, yeah, I always thought there was a lot of bias against Liverpool, and I really don't understand why there is fans who don't like Liverpool. My only guess is because we were so dominant for so long. Every single fan had a genuine hatred towards Liverpool. If you hate Liverpool in this day and age, then that must have come from somewhere. You know what I mean? Updates from Frimpong, Gomez, Bosley. I have not seen anything. I do tap into Twitter a couple of times to see if we can see anything about those particular players. Bosley, I'm sure that Slot said at the end that Bosley just had cramp. So touch wood. Hopefully that is the case. That Bosley just had cramp, but I'm not 100% sure. I know we said definitely Ekatike had cramp, so he's back available this week at the end of the week. Oliver shouldn't be on City games due to refereeing in UAE. Yeah, 100% agree with that as well. He shouldn't be refereeing any City games, but we all know the PGMOL. They have their favourites. It's not us. It's definitely not Liverpool. We're the only team to have a VAR decision done wrong. We're the only team who's ever had that kind of decision go against them, even though VAR should have been able to spot there was an onside with Luis Diaz. After that, everyone just gave up with VAR because if you can't get that right, what is the point of you existing? And the goal also says, just look at what happened at the parade. People out in force defending that. 21 years, not enough. It's never enough, is it? Never enough. That's the problem. 21 years and it's never gonna be enough time for anything. It does annoy me. Did anyone see as well that person from the parade looks like he actually got arrested? I've seen that come up earlier on X. Finally, I doubt we'll get some justice, but you never know. You might surprise us. It'll be 14 years, really. Yeah. Here's my team of people are fit. Allison Bradley, Canate Virgil, Kirkus Gravenberg, Jones Sabozlai, Verts, Isaac, and Ekatike. Not a bad little team there, Zane. Not a bad little team at all, actually. What does everyone else think of that? Canate, Virgil, Bradley on the right, Kirkus on the left. Do you not have a bit of a concern with Kirkus that with him being a left wing back, trying to play him as a left back, he's more likely to be running forward because that's his natural role rather than staying back, which what Robertson would do. That's just my opinion. As it comes to Gravenberch and Jones, yeah, 100% agree. I think McAllister's still recovering from his hernia operation. He really shouldn't be on the pitch as much, so just keep him as a substitute option, in my opinion. And Sabozalai, well, for me, he's our player of the season so far. He's doing all the basics right, and that's what more can you ask of a player? As opposed to Wirtz, yeah, 100%, man. Modern, going to be a modern day Coutinho for me. Just needs time. Isak, again, he's just trying to catch up, trying to get back to match fitness. If you watch when Isak's on the pitch, compared to everyone else, he still looks sluggish, like he's not quite up to match fitness just yet. There's a big difference between match fitness and fitness, and it doesn't look like Isak's actually on match fitness just yet. He's not quite there, but Ekatike is ready to roll. He's ready to go, and yeah, as a player, that's all you can ask for. Well, thank you for that comment, Zane. And Deco, the challenge on Verts as well on Saturday, another red card challenge, nothing. Again, 100%. He actually puts his studs into Verts, but for some reason, they found a way to say, no, that shouldn't be a red. I'm sorry. You said Jones was a red for slipping over the top of the ball. So if that's a red, then surely exposing your studs to someone's chest should be an instant red. Then if that's the case, so that you want to be consistent. But we all know they're not going to be consistent now, don't we? And says spot on, massive difference between fitness and match fitness. Yep, I'm glad you agree with me, my friend. Jacob asks, top five favourite Liverpool content creators you watch? I watch so many. Honestly, I watch them all. I think I'm in pretty much everyone's chat. I just like people talking about Liverpool for me. I get into the chat. I try and get involved as much as possible. Rodz gave me an opportunity to come onto here, and I'm happy to come on here every single night and talk to you guys. Yeah, my favourite creators, what is actually Coppish. They're the ones I've been watching the most. Although I do occasionally go and have a look at the football terrace sometimes as well. Let's see. Aunt Dickle says they've gone pro and turned worse somehow. Yeah, yeah, I know. how'd you go worse when you go pro? Big up, man. Zane says, if Isak is not match fit, surely Fede Chiesa is more than ready. Yeah, 100% agree. Listen, I'm one of the people that I've always said about Chiesa when we signed him. If we get the Euro version of Chiesa that we've seen in the Euros, there's no stopping him. Now, for me, he's very close to getting to that level again. But for some reason, and I think it's because Slot doesn't like the fact that it was a club signing and not his signing, that he's not willing to play him. We've seen how sensitive this guy is when he got branded. You didn't win, you won with Klopp's team, which again is a bit of a disaster saying that. Because if that was the case, then why in the previous season didn't Klopp win and came third? Was it Klopp's team? Yes. But was it Arne Slot's tactics that got him the trophy? Also, yes. Two things can be true at the same time. That's what Slot forgets. So, Andico, the problem is now everyone knows referees by first name. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Anne. Thank you very much, Anne. That's something I don't like. The fact that we know the referees by first names. If you go back to the 90s, we knew Howard Webb. How many other referees did we actually know by first name? Or did we know the name of the referee? Or did we even care about the name of the referee? We didn't really give a rat's ass about the name of the referee, but we just didn't like Howard Webb because we always saw a certain bias to another red team by a certain Fergie. So yeah, us knowing the names of the referees is a real issue. And us knowing the names of the guy in the VAR room, another big issue. Because that means these referees have done that bad of a job that we've learned who they are. That's never going to be a good thing. The best bosses are the ones you don't know the name of. They just come in, do their job, and you go. You don't get to know them. You don't get to know them on a name basis. They just come in, do their job, and go. My top five is Footy, League Gunner, Anfield Agenda, Big Six Pants, and Rodz. Yeah, I do watch all of them. Lee Gunner is actually one of my favourite Arsenal channels, to be honest with you, because he just says it like it is, even about his own team. He's one of the older ones who if you actually watch the Anfield roundabout with Dan Potts, big up Dan Potts as well, big name doing big things on the Arsenal side. Great guy. I've watched him for quite a few times. He seems quite level-headed as well, a bit like Lee Gunner. And you've also got Turkish as well. He does good things too. Yeah, so Lee Gunner for me, yeah, good. Anfield Agenda, yeah, I do watch him. Rodz is not really a fan of Anfield Agenda. Big Six Bands, yep, I watch him. That's where I first met Monts, and obviously Rodz, the big man, the king himself. Of course, we watch Rodz.
Thanks, mate.
So Zane says that's facts. Only European ref I know is the guy that looks like Leonardo Trossard. There you go. There you go. That's the point. We shouldn't know the name of referees because growing up, Rodz, apart from Howard Webb, name another referee.
Oh, bloody hell. There's a guy. Renai, the black guy, he died late. Recently, actually, he passed away. I think it was last year or this year. Renai something. I can't remember his full name.
The point we're trying to prove there, Rodz, is we should not know the name of referees.
He shouldn't really. No, he shouldn't.
We know the names of referees and we know who's going to be in the VAR room.
Yeah. Yes, that's the guy. That's the guy.
Ready. Thank you, Ant.
Yeah, that's the guy. Thanks for that, mate. That is the guy. He passed away not so long ago, actually. I think him and John Barnes were good friends, actually, apparently.
Yeah. I didn't do the Imagine. I didn't do that one there. Imagine Footy and League on a stream. It'll be epic. You know what? That would actually be epic if that was a stream. What do you think, Rodz? League Gunner and Footy.
Imagine Footy versus League Gunner stream. That'd be epic. I think that I'm not being funny. He's my G. Footy's my G, but I think Lee would destroy him.
I know.
But Lee would destroy. To be fair, Lee would destroy most people.
He would.
He would destroy most people, not just Footy. I would even have to concede to him because his knowledge on football, his knowledge on football is not like just based on Arsenal. Yeah, it's not just based on Arsenal. He knows a lot about other teams. On one time he was telling me about things about my team that I didn't even know. Things that we accomplished, like Bob Plaisy. Do you know what I mean? So in 9 years, Bob Plaisy won 18 trophies in 9 years.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's awesome. That's awesome.
He's a student of the game.
Yeah, he's
a student of the game. That's what I like
I'll
about
give
him.
him that. I'll give him that. And he talks about Ferguson. He said like a lot of people think in the day that sort of like at Man United that was his first success because it wasn't. It goes back to Aberdeen.
Yeah,
what he done at Aberdeen. He broke up the front. He broke up the top two, which was Celtic and Rangers. He broke that up. He dominated. Do you know what I mean?
He did.
So, come on, we had that guy McLeish, some McLeish that used to manage Rangers. Used to play under obviously Ferguson at the time. Yeah, man, trust me. He's got some knowledge. Man. When it comes to football, I wouldn't like to take him on.
No, thank you.
I'll say no. I'm all right, thank you. I'm all right.
I only know about my team, the one I grew up with. I will get a channel eventually, guys. It's just that I have a 1 year old that just likes to run around all day, so I only really get time at night, and that's where Rod's spot is. So that's why I'm on here every night. Eventually, guys, listen, about a year's time.
Listen, guys. You always catch Footy on my channel. Do you know what I mean? When he can make it. So, but basically, he's like, this is his channel as well. I mean, this is his channel as well because you always catch him on there. Do you know what I mean? Look out to nip away for a bit, to do some stuff. Yeah, he just took over and took over Beauty, mate. So like, you're always going to see him on this channel, mate. He's a great guy. Here's Rodz. Yeah, Rennie. Is it Ria Rennie? That was his name, Ria Rennie. But like Sandy passed away. Do you know what I mean? There was this Italian. Yes, see, Ria Rennie. There was this Italian referee. Can't remember his name.
Was he bald?
Yeah, bald. The bald one. Yeah, the bald one.
I don't know his name, but I know him by face.
he's the most fairest referee you can ever find.
Really
Now,
just
that's what you call a referee. That's what you call a referee. Nobody questioned him because they knew at the end of the day, from reputation, when he made the decision, it was the right decision.
yeah.
You know what I mean, and you could not question it because it was the right decision.
Mhm.
It's like he watched every bit of the game. It's like with a microscope. Do you know what I mean? You know, and like if he called a foul, that was a foul. You know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah, he's a good guy. What's this one here? Paisley makes Ferguson look average. I have to say so. He does. He does, man. He does. That's what United fans forget. Ferguson came from Aberdeen. Yeah, they do forget that. Of course they do.
And he won with Aberdeen in Scotland. People don't really realise the gravity of that. Celtic and Rangers run that Scottish league. The
Oh
fact
yeah,
that someone was able to win with
yeah.
Aberdeen, all bets are
Yeah.
off, man. I'll never call him Sir Alex Ferguson because he destroyed my childhood, but I've got to give it up to him.
You have to. There's this one here. Gutted me. Well, we make it bigger. We can make it bigger. That's it. Gutted me. Cup final is off today. Looks like New Year's final. Oh, that for the snooker, innit? That's for the snooker,
For the
innit?
snooker.
Yeah, that's for the snooker. Yeah. Just gives you more time to get ready, my friend. You know
He
what I
does
mean?
need to stop with the Neymar chat. He does. He really does. Because
Who? Yeah.
he needs to stop with the
Good
Neymar
kid.
chat because
Yeah.
we've seen
Footy,
so much.
yes.
We've seen better players. We've
Yeah.
seen so many better
Jacob
players
Broad.
than him.
Yeah. Jacob Broad. Footy, good kid. Yeah, he is. Does loads of streams. However, needs to pack it in the Neymar chat. Yeah, he does it to you. I might have to have a word with him about that. You know what I mean? A quiet word.
He's saying that Neymar's in the top three, and we're just looking at him going, he's really not. Ronaldo R9. We're talking about Ronaldinho. We're talking about some of the best players that has played that we've seen with our own eyes. Neymar wouldn't even get into the squad when it comes to the Brazilian team we've seen.
Yeah.
But wouldn't even get on the bench.
True. Jacob says, Rodz, you think we're back in the race if we beat Tottenham, Wolves, Leeds, and Fulham next 4 games? Then we've got Arsenal. Depends on results other ways, you know what I mean? Because we can sort of like win all those games, but so can Man City win all their games. So can Man United win all their games. It depends on results. It depends on results. But what we have to do, this is what I want Liverpool to do. I want Liverpool to just keep on winning and just don't care about anybody else, and to see where the chips fall. You know what I mean? Just see where it falls. If we win all those games and like certain other games results go forward sort of that, then we can start thinking there may be a possibility. You know what I mean? Because I reckon that they that put it this way, I reckon that we beat sort of like Arsenal at obviously Anfield. I reckon we can beat them at sort of like at the Emirates. I reckon we can beat them. From what I saw, what Wolves done to them the other day, Wolves nearly beat them. That's bottom of the table. Wolves nearly beat them. So I think if we can get all these results, if we can get all these results patterned up, because Tottenham's going to be away. I think Wolves is away, isn't it? Wolves is away.
I think so.
I think Wolves is away. Leeds is at home. Fulham, I'm not too sure. In fact, you know what? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to check. I'm going to check. I'm going to check. What's that about message here? Footy reacts. Footy said that Crawford retiring sad times, but the GOAT. Well, he's beating everybody, isn't he? Terence Crawford. He's beating everybody, so why not? Fair play to him. You're beating everybody. You made your money. Get out while you're at the top. Why not? You know what I mean? I don't blame him.
There's a
Right.
famous quote, isn't there?
Yeah.
You either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. What a quote that is.
Yeah,
That is
you're
such
right.
a good
You're
quote.
right. Never a true word said. Okay, so the first one's Tottenham. Tottenham's away. Wolves at home. Yeah. Leeds at home. And Fulham away on the 4th.
Okay.
So that's a good run, you know. We could get maximum points out of that, you know.
It's a decent run.
You could 3, 6, 9, 12. Do you know what I mean? 12 points. And then you're looking at something different, isn't you, mate? You're looking at something different. You know what I mean? So let's see how those games go. But I do think you're right, Jacob. You know what I mean? If we sort of like do win those games, and providing at the day results go in our favour, like in other games, yeah, we could be in a shout again. You know, I mean, you're looking at our chances as different now, aren't you? Do you know what I mean?
I am looking at City, and I think after that Aston Villa result, City have smelled blood. Personally, that's what it looks like to me. Because you know what Guardiola's like. If you have a hint, just a hint of weakness, City will roll over you.
Yeah,
we've seen it. We finished behind them 1 point twice.
But I've also seen City being vulnerable as well.
Yeah,
but both sides of the season. Both sides of the season.
Two things can be true at the same time.
Yeah, facts, big facts. Used to be able to have a laugh with referees as well. You did. Simpler times, mate. You know what I mean? Aberdeen last time win Scottish Prem. Last time they win the Scottish Prem.
That's facts.
Yeah.
There you
go. Neymar wouldn't get near Brazil top 20. Brazil have produced, but the thing is, Brazil, oh, man, they're just some of the players that they produced back in the day, man. It's just like even like Romario, he's still playing football now at the age of 53.
Yeah,
imagine that.
I know.
What he did I think he retired, but then he started up his own team, didn't he? He started up his own team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he actually plays for his own team.
Did you see them recently? They had a little charity match, and Ronaldo, R9, came on and dominated everyone again. The guy's huge. He came on and dominated everyone. Looks like a godfather.
He's like always.
Did you manage to see that?
Huh?
Did you see that game?
No, I didn't see it.
Ronaldo comes onto the pitch and just absolutely skins everyone. But we're talking about the same Ronaldo we've seen with the long hair and the big belly. He comes on the pitch and just dominates everyone and scores goals. It's like, okay, you still got it then.
Did you see that? Do you remember that World Cup? I think it was the last World Cup we played in. And the last World Cup we played in, he was overweight.
Yep.
Stuff, right? And people saw, and then he ain't gonna do nothing. You end up winning the tournament. Brazil ended up winning the tournament because I think they got the Centenario or something like that because they won it 5 times, didn't they? They won it 5 times, so I think they get the World Cup to have for themselves now. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Couldn't they get the original one? You know the one that looks like an angel. Brazil got that, and it got changed to this one, didn't it?
Yeah, they just. I mean, but that specific tournament when he was overweight, he ended up being the top scorer.
Yeah.
He's amazing. He's just amazing.
It's the best I've ever seen.
Do you remember that game we had against Man United in the Champions League? And he scores a hat trick.
He's got a hat trick.
Fuck you know.
He scored a hat trick. The only player to do that is Mo Salah.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. He's just unbelievable. City will go to this. So City will go top this weekend as well. They got West Ham at home before Arsenal go to Everton after pressure be on them. Yeah, because they don't do well. They don't do do well against Everton away. They don't. They don't. And the thing is about it is like, you know, Man City having West Ham, that couldn't have come at the better time. Smash the lights. Big up Jacob, man. Big up love.
Thank you, Jacob. Appreciate that, mate.
Respect, man. I can bring you flowers. The 98 World Cup Brazil bench probably is better than Neymar.
Did you see some of the names that was coming off that?
I know. That's when they done that. That's when they done the advert, didn't it? The Nike advert when it was in the airport, innit? Do you know what I mean? I still watch that now, you know, for all those years ago, I still watch that now. That was wicked. I don't care, man. You know the music, yeah, man. And then in the end, he hits the post, didn't he? In the end, didn't he? He hits the shot. After doing all that, he hits the post, didn't he? And there was another one that was really funny. And it was like Brazil, the advert with Brazil versus Portugal. And they started scrapping, and they start putting in tackles. And then there's Figo, Roberto Carlos, all that man there. It was wicked. Right, and then at the end of the day, right, because the referee just like tackles it, he goes through can't remember who he goes through one of the players in it, and he gets the ball and he goes get over there like that, right? And you see Roberto Carlos, he looks like a little boy, doesn't he? With his head like that. Oh, that was wicked, man. Like, they don't make him like they used to, mate. I'm telling you.
We nearly got Figo, didn't we? But then we ended up getting Morientes, didn't we?
No, we was after thinking it. It was after.
I heard at the time everyone was just mentioning Luis Figo, and then we got Morientes, didn't we? Did we not get Morientes?
No, we got Morientes, but I think we was after what's that guy's name? Samieto. The top Samieto. Yeah.
We were after him at the time, yeah.
Yeah. Samieto would have been wicked as well, you know, to be honest. Quality player. Rodz and Cop are going. Are you going to watch AFCON? People suspect it because it's in Africa when it's actually good, to be honest. I am actually, I say this now, I'm actually going to try and do some watch-alongs for the AFCON. I'm actually going to try and do some watch-alongs for the AFCON on this channel. So watch out for that. You know what I mean? You're right. Actually, Jacob, you're right. It is a tournament that gets disrespected. And you know what that is? It's because it's not Europe. You know what I mean? Or like the World Cup. You know what I mean? When you got Argentina, Brazil, and all them lot in there, right? Because it's not that, they don't give a fuck. Do you know what I mean?
It's not right. It's a tournament like any other.
You look at the AFCON, there's some fucking good games in there.
Oh yeah, there is really some good games there.
Yeah, they just shoot on will, innit? They shoot on will, man. You lads up to much today?
Yeah, being a parent, it's a full-time job.
Listen, I'll be a lazy bastard today. I don't care.
I send one off to school and then I've got the other one all day.
I'll be a lazy bastard. Yeah, bastard. Oh, hold on 1 minute. Bloody chairs on the wire, innit? Lord, da-di-da-di-do. Kiss casking over. That guy that did that record, some Ramirez something. He actually passed away this year.
Did he?
Yeah, the one that did the original record to that. You know what I mean? And the original record translated out of, from Portuguese to English. It's something simple like "What do you want to do?" or something like that. You know what I mean? I have to translate it again, and I'll show you. But it's an old record from the 60s. And they just like revamp it every time. You know what I mean? So it's no old record from the 60s, just revamped. And the guy that done it, something Ramirez or something like that. But he's a musician and literally passed away sort of like, I think it was this year he passed away, early this year, I think. Either early this year or late last year. You know what I mean? quality, man.
How about you? Aren't you up to much today?
I'm gonna not really. I mean, I could do the shopping and that. As a hold on, bloody. Forgot to left the light on in the passage. Yeah, no, I'll probably do the shopping and that, and yeah, nothing too much really. Yeah, not too much. Try not to strain myself. Work smarter, not harder.
That's always been my motto.
You know what I mean? Okay, so the poll is at the moment. The poll is LSC fans can Arne Slot turn it around. 57 says yes, 21 says no, and 21 says maybe. So we'll keep it open for a little bit while longer.
21 says maybe. Are we putting maybe in the same bracket as yes? Because for me, if you say something, say maybe, it's more likely to be a yes than it is a no.
Nah, it's maybe. Maybe yes, maybe not.
How often does maybe even mean no?
A lot of times, actually, when it comes to me. If
Maybe.
somebody asks me something, I go maybe. That means I'm not doing it. That means I'm not doing it. I'm just trying to make you feel all right. You know what I mean? Make you feel I'm not a bastard.
No, I don't do that. I just go no.
Yeah.
If you're going to maybe, it's like no.
I'm just like maybe. When I say maybe, it gives me some wiggle room. So if I don't do it, which often I don't do it, I always say, well, I did say maybe though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just say no or yes. There's no maybe in between. Okay. If I want to do it, then I'll say yeah. If I don't, I'll say no.
Yeah.
Why not? I just don't want to do it.
What if you can't? What if you don't want to do it at the time, but it may be later?
Then I go back. Then I just go. All right, I'll do it now. I don't use the word maybe at all. It's either a yes or it's a no, and a no can turn to a yes, and a yes can turn to a no.
I hear that. Just going for a knockout round snooker as well. Bloody hell! And he's got
nice.
He's got a thumbs up and he's got a beer as well, so you know he's going to get langed. You know what I mean?
He's just brushing up on his snooker. That's all he's doing.
He's on the lash, mate. Definitely, maybe which Ben's that related to. Who's that face there? Yeah.
I have heard that. Definitely, maybe. Didn't they make a film out of that?
I don't know. Might be. I'm doing a Q&A show tomorrow. You know.
Oh, nice.
I'm definitely gonna do it. So involved in that one. What's this one? And this is the thing with life before Arne. Life before Arne. That doesn't make sense really. We've got a picture of Verts.
I'm saying Oasis.
Ah, what's this now?
Mm-hmm.
David Alba voted for FIFA the best coach award. David Alba is a coach now.
Must be.
Oh no, he's voting for the best coach award. He's voting for the best coach award. And
I'm saying it's the B-side on Beatles, the Beatles record.
Let me show you this. One. Found on David Alba. See if you can make sense of this. Do you see it?
Yeah.
Right,
David Alba votes for FIFA the best coach award. Arne Slot, Mikel Arteta, and Roberto Martinez. How did you put in Arne Slot first?
All three of them are average, you know that, don't you?
Yeah.
All three of them are fucking average.
Oh, there's the man himself, the great man.
Yeah, what's his family? Angela 240. Okay. Like that. Look at the great man himself. Look at this great man. Andre Pirlo. Look at that, man.
Pirlo. What a player he was. He's still with us, or if he's frozen. I think he's frozen. Okay, chat. The man in the picture is Perlo. For those of you who remember him. Oh, okay. He's saying definitely maybe is an Oasis album. Also saying Oasis are the poorer version of the Beatles, literally based everything off them. Haircuts a lot. Okay. Thanks for clearing that up, man. Okay, looks like Rodz has dropped off for a second. He might be having a bit of technical issues. You have something to do with me. So what we're saying, guys? Rodz was just talking about Perlo. Does anyone remember Perlo? I'm not gonna lie, I never saw Perlo that much. But when I did, what a player he really was. Wasn't really interested in watching Juventus back then. As I say, I was a Liverpool fan, so the only team I was really interested in was Liverpool, obviously. So that's the only team I really had anything to do with. Yeah, I presumed you'd know him, man. I presumed you'd know that guy. Because like me, you would have seen him in the Champions League when we get into the Champions League. Does anybody remember the 2006 Champions League kit we had, where we had the 5 stars going across the top of the badge? You know, a lot of people got that as a tattoo, and then we got to number 6. I remember seeing a few people I know trying to get that tattoo, and I said to them at the time, "If you think we're going to stop at 5, you've got another thing coming. We're going to win. We're going to win more as time goes on. Maybe not a lot more in recent years, but we will win another one." I used to watch Saturday morning football. Started on Channel 4. Nice, man, nice. Welcome back,
Yeah, I don't know what happened there, man. Just cut out for some reason. You know what I mean? So I'm literally trying to get back on my laptop. You know what I mean? I don't know what happened there, bro.
Yeah,
One minute I was just talking to myself. You know what I mean? No, seriously.
That's all right, man. I just looked up and I'm like, yeah, he's frozen. Yeah, Rod's just trying to sort himself out in the background.
There you go. 1 second.
That's fine, man. So, I used to watch Saturday morning football. I think I remember that. Trying to think, was that there as well? Remember that? That was when we beat Besiktas 8-0 at the Anfield. That kit, yes, 8-0. What a game that was! Absolutely destroyed them. I was saying to the chat, Rods, do you remember when Liverpool won the Champions League and had that badge which had 5 stars across the top? And how many people you see get that as a tattoo? And I called them clowns at the time because I knew for a fact we'd win another one. I just knew we'd win more.
Yeah.
And we nearly did in 2007, to be fair. We drew AC Milan in the final again and lost.
Yeah, but he messed it up. He just literally messed it up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, he could have done a lot more better.
He just reminded us as well. Crouch's overhead goal against Besiktas.
Do you know what he did at the day? I think what he did at the day, right? He went for pace, didn't he? He just went for pace.
He did. Against
he had
AC Milan.
didn't he have Dirk Kuyt and I wonder. Didn't he have Dirk Kuyt and thing up front? He had
I was wondering about
Dirk Kuyt and what's his name? Dirk Kuyt and Craig Bellamy. Craig Bellamy.
Yeah, Bellamy as well. I don't know what Bellamy was doing that night. He just couldn't do it. the problem I had with Bellamy is he didn't know what onside was. Craig Bellamy literally did not know what the word onside actually was. I think he got more offsides than any player I've ever seen. Just
I think what it
offside.
was with Craig Bellamy, right? This is what made me laugh with Craig Bellamy, is that like he can only score you one goal.
Yeah.
He wasn't a player that can score you sort of like abundance amount of goals. He can only
No.
score you one goal a game. Do you know what I mean? And I
He's like
think
Adam Traore, isn't he? He had pace but no end product.
yeah. The only end product he did have at the end of the day was scoring you one goal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was all. That was it. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah,
know.
100%.
Other than that, you know what I mean? You know, you weren't gonna sort of like you weren't gonna get a lot out of him, were you?
No, he's just got pace, and that's about it. That's why Klopp never wanted to sign Adam Traore, even though the fan base, most of us in the fan base, were screaming out for the guy because he had pace. But we soon realised why when he went to Barcelona, didn't we?
Yeah.
Okay. Anne says, while the 6'8" fella doing an overhead kick, I know. I remember that. Big 6'8" guy doing an overhead kick. You just don't see it there. It's like a big basketball player doing an overhead kick. Remember Crouch going 18 games without a goal. Imagine that now. You know what? I do remember getting quite frustrated with the guy. I think he used to basically just be used as a lone striker in order to head the ball down to the person behind him. It was like, why are you playing Crouch as a lone striker? What's he going to do? He didn't really do that much. But yeah, 18 games without a goal. I do remember that. That was very frustrating, especially if we just signed him from, you guessed it, Southampton.
Who was that?
Big Crouchy. Big Crouch.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't think Crouch got the credit that he was due because Crouch was a really good footballer. You know, remember the hat trick he scored against Arsenal? Left foot, right foot header.
It was just brilliant, absolutely brilliant play. It was better on the floor than he was in the air. That always made me laugh.
Yeah, he was, and
then remember when the commentators was saying, he's got a very light touch for a big man.
Yeah.
Pause.
But you know, I liked Peter Crouch. I thought he got harshly treated at Liverpool after a while because I was like fighting his corner when they was going to bring Crouch in, when Benitez was going to bring me in. I think that was 2006, 2007 season. I think it was, yeah. And what it was, I remember going on Talk Sport because Aldo was on Talk Sport. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I remember going on there and I literally having a go at Aldo about it. I said, you can't say he's crap rubbish, isn't he? Because he hasn't kicked the ball yet. Give him a chance, isn't it? Give him a chance, see what he can do and everything that. And if he doesn't come up with the goods, then he can say blah blah blah. But you can't say that now. And I goes, Crouchy had to be a good player. He happened to be a good player, and he was. He's just that sort of like. I think at the end of the day, sort of like what's it called? But he has brought him in for these aerial premises. You know what I mean? What he can do in the air, like header and all that. I think he brought him in for that. But because at the end of the day, like Crouch was more better. He's more better on the ground than what he was at the day. So like you know, obviously in the air. I don't think Benitez like that, and I think Benitez was a sort of person and you know, if you didn't do what he wanted you to do, and now well then you was gone. It was like one of them ones.
He was very cold, wasn't he? He was very cold manager. If he didn't like you, you knew.
Oh yeah. He was very much like that. You know what I mean? I don't know what's wrong with my laptop, but for some reason it's not bloody charging.
Oh dear, you know I mean? That's not good. And Nichols says, you heard the Crouch story about his Mrs. Abby saying she rang him once saying, where are you? He said, I've just played football, was at Portsmouth because I've no interest in football. That's a shame, isn't it?
What do you say? What was it?
So he said, you heard the Crouch story about his Mrs. Abby saying she rang him once saying, where are you? He said, I've just played football, was at Portsmouth because he had no interest in the football.
See.
And also, Anne puts here, Crouch should have started the 07 Champions League final. 100%
Yes.
agree with that. He came off the bench.
And
For
set up a
what
goal.
reason? The biggest person on the field. You always want to have the biggest person on the field if you can. And we had him on the bench.
Yeah. And the thing is about that, what made me laugh at the end of the day, as soon as he came on, yeah, as soon as Croucher came on, he set up a goal. You know, he set up a goal straight away. As soon as Croucher came on, he set up a goal straight away. Remember, he headed it on, didn't he? He headed it on, right? And then was it Dirk Kuyt headed to the back of the net? But it was too late then. It was too late.
Yeah.
And we ended up losing that 2-1. We could have been on 7 now. If bloody
We could.
yeah, Benitez got his act together. You know what I mean? You know, and I think from that time there, from the time we got to the Champions League final, that time there, yeah, right? I think we never really won anything after that, did we?
Not really, no.
No, we never won anything. After that, we never got close.
We won an FA Cup after the Champions League. We won the FA Cup when Gerrard hit that ball in injury time. Literally, you know, it's Gerrard against West Ham.
Gerrard.
That's the one.
Yeah.
It's still a rocket now. When you look at it, it comes up on X sometimes. It's an absolute rocket, and we had the pleasure of seeing it with our own eyes at the time. Just amazing. Some of the games we've seen over the years as well, Rodz, absolutely amazing. She had no interest in the football. Okay, that makes more sense now, Lico. Thanks for that, mate. Maddie's about 6'8", and she's about 5 foot. I know. Maybe she likes climbing. Maybe she likes climbing trees.
There you go, man. I'm back.
And he's back. The man is back.
Yeah, I'm back, man. Let's carry on the conversation, man, because like this conversation is good, man.
And Dicko was saying here, Mad, he's about 6'8", and she's about 5 foot, on about his wife.
I know, Abby, innit? And she's a proper Scouser as well, isn't she?
Oh yeah, she's a Scouse, yeah.
Yeah, proper Scouser. Yeah.
Not gonna lie, I don't know if Ant agree with me, but on a girl, I do find that action annoying on a girl. I'm not gonna lie, it can get quite irritating.
I like it. I like it. I actually like it.
But yeah, she's right there. Cop father, remember? Long range shots aren't chances, according to Slot. 20 yards out is not a chance.
Yeah.
Even though one of our greatest ever players hit him from 30 yards, but never mind that. Don't matter. It's irrelevant.
It don't matter, mate, does it?
It just shows me straight away the guy hasn't got a clue about Liverpool as a whole. Because if you're telling us that 20 yards out is not a real chance, you have absolutely no idea about Liverpool history, my mate. Go and have a look at Steven Gerrard and tell me 20 yards is not a real chance.
Yeah. He's not clued up, is he? He's not clued up.
He's not clued up, no. At least Klopp was clued up and did the research before he came.
He did.
You know, Klopp
I think Klopp did. I think Klopp actually did that. You know, I think what he did, he actually sort of like, you know, he actually researched the club that he was going at. Because remember, he opened the boot room, didn't he?
Yeah, he reopened the boot room because he did the research on the boot room. He reopened that one, and then he also, he said his biggest regret was not coming to us sooner. He always said that, not coming to Liverpool sooner.
Yeah, and they're treating him. They fucking. You know what? And I'm not being funny. The FSG treating him wrong. You know, they're treating him wrong.
Oh, they did.
I'll never forgive FSG for that. I'll never forgive. What's this one? I read it from my phone. He says, Olympiacos, Gerrard, FA Cup final versus West Ham, Gerrard. Yeah, man.
Exactly. Yeah. But remember, they don't count because it was 20. Behind 20 yards. It's not a real chance.
I think he had a thing, you know. He literally had. Yeah, I'm not being funny. He literally had. Was it a Roy Hodgson moment? He literally had a Roy Hodgson moment, didn't
he? Yeah.
I mean, Roy Hodgson used to come out with shit.
Do you know the thing about Gerrard's hit though? How many of them actually ever went over the bar? It was just perfect every time, wasn't it?
He's on target, and like the goalkeeper saved it, or just went in the back of the net. Yeah. Remember that goal? Remember the volley he scored against Middlesbrough?
I do.
Yeah.
I do remember that volley. That was just. Meets in the Champions League final. Yep, we
Smith
know.
also Champions League final. Yeah.
We know about that one. That was a cracker. That one.
That was a good shot. You know what? That's about the best. That's about the best thing he's done in his football career at Liverpool.
100% agree. Smith's goal in the Champions League final. If he can be that's the only thing he's remembered for at our club. To be honest with you, if you mention Schmitzer to anyone, they go, "Oh yeah, he scored in the Champions League final." What did he do before that?
What's it? Gerrard versus Marseille. Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah,
good one. LFC fans can Arne Slot turn it around at LFC. 59 says yes. 24 says no. And was it 18 says or maybe yes or maybe no. I'm in between. In between. You know what I mean?
I reckon he can. But I'm gonna close
this one second. I'm gonna close this this thing at the poll right now. I'm gonna close it now still. So yes, it's leading. Yes, it's leading. That's good. All right, it's closed now. All right. Yeah, sorry. What were you saying?
I'm saying yes, he can turn it around. But will he? That's the question. Will he turn it around? Is he still stubborn that he's going to revert to what doesn't work just because it's not his ideas?
Right. When I do my Q&A show tomorrow, I've got an idea because I want to obviously build up this channel and that, right? So I'm thinking of doing sort of like when you ask your questions and that, super chats only. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, thinking of super chats only. You know what I mean? Just obviously to build up this channel, man. You know what I mean? And stuff, you know. Because YouTube ain't helping me. But when I do the Q&A show tomorrow, it's strictly super chats. And you know what I mean? You can just give me a super chat of £1. It doesn't have to be a specific amount of money. It's just pound upwards, isn't it? You know what I mean? I'm sure people can afford to put £1 in or £2 in. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Someone, Antico says, someone needs to sit Slot down, shoot him why long range shots are actually chances. Yeah, I think someone needs to talk to him. Really.
I heard he does, because him saying that in a conference when he's a Liverpool manager, you're like, you don't know anything about this club, do you, mate? You really don't. You don't know anything about us.
I know. It's just
what about the Szoboszlai free kick then?
Yeah.
Was that a real chance?
You know, sometimes you get to get people and they, don't matter. It can be in anything. You know, in all walks of life. When they're fucked up, they give excuses.
Yeah.
And I think that was a effed up moment, giving excuses and that. You know what I'm saying?
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just one of them because he knows he effed up, so he had to give you an excuse. Bullshit excuse, but he had to give you an excuse nonetheless.
May I just show him that West Ham game? You know, the 3-3 when it's coming to extra time, and just ask him, see that hit from Steven Gerrard? Yeah, was that a real chance?
Yeah. There you go.
I like jumping through screen saying, excuse me, talking nonsense. Yep, Godfather does Don free kick not. There you go. Same thing I said. Does the free kick not count? Because that was some way out, wasn't it?
Yeah. What felt like jumping through the screen saying, excuse me, talking about nonsense. Yep, Godfather does Don free kick not count? Yeah.
There you go.
You know what? I've actually got to the situation where I don't think I watch any more of like any more press conferences because it annoys me. Some of the things he comes out with, whether we win or whether we lose, you know what I mean? It annoys me. You know what I mean? Kind of happy we are out of the League Cup. Yeah, that pissed me off. That pissed me off.
That annoyed me. That did because that is our cup.
Yeah, that pissed me off. you should not be happy that you have any competition, no matter what it is.
Especially that one.
You know what I mean? Like, even if you're in the Europa Conference League, you shouldn't be happy to get knocked out of there. I'm sorry.
You shouldn't be you shouldn't be in it.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be in it.
No, but if you got the unfortunate, to be in that competition, take it seriously. Just take it seriously. You know what I mean? Don't be happy when you get knocked out. So I'm happy about getting. Nah, man, that's a defeatist mentality. I'm sorry. And we don't go for that.
Jacob put here, you should set up a membership. Apparently that pay well. There you go.
Yeah, you should set up a membership. Yes, Supers take 40% cut. That's why I prefer to streamers membership than Supers. Yeah, I've been trying to get my bloody thing, my membership set up, and I can't get it set up.
That's Footy. He'll help you with that one. That's Footy.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask him now. I'm gonna ask Footy to get set up my membership.
I'll join. 100%. I'll join. I don't mind.
Yeah.
You do a lot of things for me anyway.
Yeah, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give Footy a call tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And so we can do this. When did we turn our nose up to silverware? There's a reason we are the most successful club in England. Facts and Dicko. Facts and Dicko. Facts. That's just proper facts.
100%. You do not turn your nose up to any trophy whatsoever.
You don't do that, mate. You don't do that.
No chance. No.
You don't do that. Do you know what I mean? No way. We don't do that around here. Yeah, it's true, Jake. I'm gonna get Foot to set up a membership and do.
If you do that, Rodz, it'd probably be a good idea for you to set up a members only chat. That way, only the members can talk. So the members will.
Yeah.
The members will be able to do the talking, and you'll probably get more profit that way as well than the supers. That's probably a better suggestion. If you get,
I can do on here. Yeah.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing YouTube? I feel that's directed to me. That's from Jacob.
You've been doing it a while because I remember seeing you on Coppish a couple of times on the Colin show.
Since I was doing it when I was in Germany. Oh, jeez. Sorry. When I was in Germany. I was back in Germany 2020. What's up? What you done?
There's a wall next to me here.
Oh, we get your funny bone.
Yeah. I've got bad elbows.
Anyway. Why do people at the end of the day, right, say, "Oh, I hit my funny bone"? It's not exactly funny when you hurt yourself, is it? Really?
It's because it's called a humerus.
Oh, see, okay.
That's why.
I learn something new every day, mate. You're like
every
a bundle of knowledge.
If you're willing to learn.
Huh?
Every day is an education if you're willing to learn.
Yeah, it's true. You're actually right. You're actually right.
I don't know. I was what put my elbows out. I was wide as a doorway, so I hit everything.
So I shouldn't have. I shouldn't read it out.
Oh, it is hilarious.
Oh, so since 2020.
Yeah, man.
Since 2020, I've been doing No, before then. I did it before I went to Germany. Yeah, before then.
I do remember seeing you on Coppish. You came into the Colin show, and then Carl was like, "Big up, Uncle Rodz."
Yeah.
He said like a father figure, didn't he? Uncle Rodz is like a father figure for me.
Do you know what? He gave me that name,
Uncle Rodz? Oh, nice.
Yeah, he gave me that name.
Nice.
I changed it because it was like the name was Anfield Rodz. That's my first name. Was Anfield Rodz and that. And then when I went on sort of like on Coppish, as you said, he always looks at me as an elder still. He called me uncle. He called me uncle.
Rodz,
uncle. Because yes, uncle. And that's when I changed my name and to Uncle Rodz. I said, yeah, that sounds good,
Uncle Rodz. I'll use that.
Yeah, I've changed it. You know what I mean? What's this one? Let me.
Yeah, if Footy can get that set up for you, I will definitely become a member of this channel because you've done a lot. You've done a lot for me by bringing me on here pretty much every night. you do a lot for me because my face is now seen by everyone in the chat, and they've got.
Oh yeah.
They actually mention me in the chat now, whereas before I was literally just one of them.
If I did a show and it was just me, or it was me and Footy, and you weren't there, people be asking in the chat, "Where's Copfighter? Where's Copfighter?"
Exactly.
Guaranteed. I guarantee them.
Guarantee.
Sabby says, "Blessing, guys. Blessing to you,
Big up,
brother." Easy subs. And then Ant Dicko's in the building. Big up Ant Dicko.
Always, man.
I'll march him to our trophy room after he said that then and said, "Excuse me, never get boring being successful." Facts.
Exactly. You want to see a cabinet that hasn't seen anything? Go over the road to Everton, the Blue Scouts, and see what they've got in their cabinet. Moths.
Did you see that thing at the day, right? When it was moving ground, and we played them at Everton, we played them at Goodison Park. It was the last game, right? And it was obviously moving ground. It goes, it's pretty easy to move your cabinet, trophy cabinet, when you got nothing in it. You know what I mean? Do you know, right? Do you remember they had a player called Amici? They had an African player called Amici. Remember they had an African player called Amici? I think his name is...
It does sound familiar.
Right. They had an African player called Amici, right? You know the last time they won the FA Cup was 1995, isn't it? Right?
Yeah.
Well, he came on the picture today, right? And people thought, and they sort of like, that he's like, he got subbed on. Yeah. He never. He just went on. He just went on, and obviously this guy come off at the day, right? And I think somebody else was supposed to go on. And he just got up and just went on. He just went on, yeah? Went on the picture and then I can't remember the manager's name at that time there. The manager there was screaming, "Get back here, you're not supposed to be on," and that, right? He only goes and wins the FA Cup for them, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
He scores both goals.
Yeah.
They got rust on their trophies still. Yes, true.
Really good.
Amici, Amici. Rodz, do you actually have any nephews? Yes, I have. I've got Jacob. What's the other one name? Morgan. Tomorrow. I've got 6 nephews. I've got 6 nephews and 2 nieces, and I'm also a great uncle as well. Yeah. Pretty large family.
Let's see. I'll just count my nephews first because it's a very big family. So let's see. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 nephews and maybe 7 nieces. It's ridiculous. There's a lot.
I know, it's just a lot. You know what I mean? I got my great nephew. Great nephews in Nottingham.
Mm-hmm.
I got a great niece that's in Portsmouth.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So it's biggest family still. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I've got
family down in London.
You got some down in London as well?
Yeah, because my missus is from London, so her family's down there.
Oh, okay.
So my family's up here, her family's down there. So
right.
I'm literally like a north-south divide.
Yeah. That's good though. It's good. Really good. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So I've got Arsenal fans in the family, which is fun.
Joe Roll, that's it. Joe Roll. Yeah, it was Joe Roll. Daniel. It was Amici. Not like his name wasn't that. His last name wasn't that long, but
Amici.
It was Amici. I'm sure it was Amici. But you're on the right track though, Anglico. My dad has 38 cousins. Fucking hell, man. That's a long time.
Jesus.
I've got my cousins at there. My cousins on my dad's side, yeah. On my dad's side. Right. Yo, that's massive, man. Massive. I mean, it's always good to have big families. It's always good. I mean, it's always good to have big families. Yeah, so I'm gonna give my man a call, you know, footy, getting to sort that shit out for him. Get him to do
See if
some
you can
work.
get your membership set up.
And it repent for his sins in the day of telling about Neymar. You know what I mean? You should, you know, what you should do. You should do like what they did in school. You should do in school. Give 100 lines.
Yeah.
My toes hurting me, man. My big toes hurting me right in the base of the bone there, like the base of the bone.
Oh yeah.
Fucking hurt me, man. Killing
That hurts, man.
Obviously, didn't watch much television.
Not really.
I like it. Do you like my background?
Yeah, I love Liverpool.
Footy chat, yeah, football chat. I'm gonna change
the one behind your head's is not the up-to-date badge, isn't
it? This one here.
Yeah, the one just behind your head. I mean, I've got that's the badge I grew up with. Is the one there? That one.
Oh, you mean this one here?
That's the one we got now, yeah. But the one I grew up with is the one on the wall. That was the one was always on the kid.
Oh yeah. That's what I grew up. I kind of mainly grew with as well. That's the one I like. I always like that. I always prefer.
Originally, it was just the red bit in the middle, wasn't it? The rest of it got added because of Hillsborough. So I grew up with that badge, but the badge you grew up with didn't look like that. It looked more like just the red badge of Liverpool with the liver bird in the middle. I've seen it, and then obviously when I grew up, that's the only Liverpool badge I've ever seen.
Facts. Let me see this
and that was because of the '89 tragedy on it of Hillsborough.
Yeah, we've been through some tragedies, haven't we, mate? I tell you.
We have, yeah. As a club, we have, yeah, 100%.
Even the last one, yeah. Even the parade, and the parade and all that.
Didn't the guy get arrested today? The guy, I've seen something on X about that. Didn't he get arrested today or something?
I hope so. I don't know, but I hope so.
I'm sure I've seen it on X earlier, something about that.
But even that now, I mean, I went for the parade. I went up for the parade and everything that. And it was like, it's just, I remember that day. That day was just raining all day. It was raining all day and stuff. And anyway, so we, got to see the people. He's got sentenced 21 years and 6 months. Yeah, wicked. Great. That's good. That is good. I'm happy about that.
That's justice.
And you know what? You know what he should have got. Yeah. What should have happened at the day? That should be HMP. You know what I mean? That you got to serve a minimum of 21 years, right? And then you got to go up to the parole board and fit that, right? And plead to get parole. If they refuse you, you got to serve another 21 years. Do you know what I mean?
100% agree.
So you could come. Yeah.
There was no reason for him to do it. It was just people celebrating football.
And don't forget, you know what I mean? I don't forget that day. And then me and my mate went up there for Luton. We went up there and fucking. So anyway, we saw the parade. We saw that, I got to see Virgil van Dijk and I got to see Arne Slot and that and a few others. But I couldn't really see much because just that fucking red smoke. You know what I mean? Red smoke.
Got that red smoke everywhere.
Yeah, it just pissed me off after a while. But enough is enough. Anyway, so basically, they sort of said, right, then we're gonna go and everything that, and make our way back to the train station. You know what I mean, and stuff. And forget the 6 month. Was it serves that already? Probably served 14 then out on a 3-year driving ban. Man.
See, what was the point of the 14 years?
If he comes out, then that right. Anyway, we won't talk about what should happen. So you head back to the train station and everything like that, right? And it was just packed. The roads were packed. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, we was walking. All of a sudden, we just came to a standstill. We just came to a standstill. We just couldn't move because there's so many people. It's supposed to be over 1 million people was there that day, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Supposed to be over 1 million people. Do you know what I mean? They said when we won the Champions League, the sixth one, yeah. They
Mhm.
said that the day there was 750,000 people, yeah. But this one was bigger because obviously we won the league, innit? You know what I mean?
Yep.
And that's that's Liverpool's bread and butter. You know what I mean? So the
So they say.
yeah. But the organ. So I was just saying that the organization of that whole day should have been a lot more better than what it was. It was atrocious. Anyway, so what must happen? Come to a standstill and everything that blah blah blah. And then we come to Stamford, stand up there. Right. Next minute I saw police running down, and running down the direction that we came from. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
And I was like, no, something's going on down here. Do you know what I mean? So
Mhm.
what we was going towards the station and think that, so like, it's only when I got to the station when I got to the train station that was a different story now. They literally closed Lime Street. I don't know if you heard about that. I don't know if you heard about that.
I did. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, literally closed Lime Street, and like it took about 3 hours over three. Yeah, it took over 3 hours for us to bloody get into the train station. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
They wanted to give that person no way of escaping. Apparently, that's why they closed the train station, even though he's in the car.
Mm. But we was it was pouring with rain. It was pouring with rain. It's just pure rain, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, and I remember on a day, right? And this group of youngsters in front of me and think that, yeah. And one of them had an umbrella and they kept on poking me in the face and think that, right? And then what it was, one of the young guys that was side of me, and he's obviously with that group in the flat, and he's kept on killing it. He just kept on laughing, you know what I mean, right? Anyway, me and him got talking and all that. We just got talking and I talked to the group and that, you know what I mean? They're quite friendly. It was a quite friendly group and everything like that. So we got talking and so forth and everything like that. Busting little joke and everything like that. Then as we're getting closer to the station, I must have looked away for 1 minute, looked back, and the guy was going, the young guy, like his girlfriend was in the group. His girlfriend was in the group and all that, right? And it was his actual girlfriend that the umbrella was poking him in the face and everything like that. Do you know what I mean? And he was just killing it. Yeah. So I looked away for 1 minute. After a while, looked away for a minute, looked back, and then he was like, "Help! Help! Somebody help me! Somebody help me! I need help!" Like that, right? I looked at him. I looked. What the fuck is his missus? I looked, and his missus on the floor having an epileptic fit.
Oh shit!
Literally having an epileptic fit, and he was beside himself, and like he didn't know what to do, obviously, because he's got trying to do with that. He didn't know what to do and all that. So, I mean, then there's people came in and all that. The emergency services come in and stuff, and the poor lad in the day, young lad, poor lad, and if was crying his eyes out. Do you know what I mean? Which he would do. Do you know what I mean? Because they were from Warrington. That's it. It was from Warrington.
Yeah, I know Warrington pretty well. Yeah.
Yeah, it was from there. Nice. You know what? The youngsters were a nice set of youngsters, and everything that, right? Because they're polite and friendly. Do you know what I mean? They weren't
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Because you can get some youngsters that they can be pretty arsey, can't they? Do you know what I mean, right? But these wasn't it. These weren't it. They was really polite and friendly and all that. 'Cause remember, I was busting joke with a youth there. I was busting joke with him. He was laughing and joking and finale. And then I asked him where he's from. He goes, where from Warrington and all that. He asked me where I'm from. He goes, yeah, I'm from down Luton and this and that, blah, blah, blah. And we just got talking. Very nice set of people, do you know what I mean? But like the whole organization of that day, my friend and everything, that was just pants. Because everybody got a refund, didn't
they? Yeah.
Everybody got a refund and that, do you know what I mean? So it's pants, the whole thing. So because people were saying that day goes, well, if we win something next season, if we do, and they have it on parade, I hope one day they organise it more better than what they did this year. You know what I mean? You know, but
I
it's
was
just a
going to go
day.
to the parade. I was going to go to the parade myself, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to drag my kids into the rain, so I was like, "No, it's all right. I'll watch it on the telly."
Yeah. It was good though. It was a good day apart from the rain. Do you know what I mean? Apart from the rain and obviously, then obviously you got that guy that does that. He did that and I think that and just But what it was, I found out about that when I went to the sort of like when I went to the when I got to train station.
Mhm.
There's this Birmingham guy called me out. There's uncle.
Called you out.
There's a few people that day there that recognized me from doing this.
Oh, that's what you mean. Okay, I thought you
Yeah,
meant as
but there's
in.
a few people. There's a guy on the train and everything. That I was on the train and all that. Yeah, I was on the train and I'm talking to this woman and everything, and we just chatting and it was me, my mate Paul, and then we was chatting to this woman else, fans and all that, chatting. And this guy must have gone down to the toilet and on the way back, and he looked at me and goes, "Oh, Uncle Rodz, how are you?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm all right." Right. I was so surprised that someone recognized me from there. And then when I got to the sort of like the parade, and then when I was coming back, obviously at the train station, there's a few people that come up to goes, "Uncle Rodz," and from that I'm like, "Rah, stop that." Do you know what I mean? My 15 minute of fame or something like that, innit? But this guy, I was like, this guy that sort of like from Birmingham, he recognized me from sort of like obviously my channel and coverage and everything. And we was talking and all that, chatting, and he showed me the video of what happened down the bottom, and I said, "That's why the police were running down there." Do you know what I mean? He goes, "Yeah." Do you know what I mean? And then when I got off the train in Birmingham New Street, somebody else recognized me as well. He goes, "How you doing, Uncle Rodz?" He goes, "I'm good, man. I'm good." You know what I mean? It's just a few people recognize me, but it was good. Now I knew I kind of like in some sort of way knew how celebrities feel. Sometimes when they get recognized, they feel good. Something you feel good. You know what I mean? But obviously, mine is obviously on a very, very, very smaller scale than what other celebrities are. But like
But it just
the
shows.
more you do
It
it,
just
the
shows,
more you
though,
do
doesn't
it. Yeah, the more you do this stuff, the more you get recognized, don't you? Do you know what I mean? You get recognized and stuff. But like, yeah, it was kind of like amazed. I mean, it's only a few people, probably about 10 people that recognized me out of the whole
10
lot.
people
But
randomly. That's a start, mate. That is a
that's
start.
what I'm trying to say. But even though it was 10 people, it still made me feel good inside and think that these people recognized me. And I was like, man, you know what I
I don't know
mean?
what I'd do if people started calling me Copfather outside of here. I'd be like, "Hello."
Yeah, it's weird. It is weird that people like, people you don't know know me as like Uncle Rodz. You know what I mean? And then
Rod's the celebrity. Yeah, let's get you some shades and put the shades on.
you know what I mean? But you know what it was? There was ever so friendly.
Yeah.
There was ever so friendly. Not one of them they had a bad word to say like, "Oh, you're Uncle Rodz, you're a clown" or whatever. But everybody was ever so friendly. Do you know what I mean?
Do you?
And it just
Because
made
you
me
have honest
feel,
discussions.
yeah, but it just made me feel good in the day. Do you know what I mean? I was like, wow, maybe this thing is actually doing good for me. Do you know what I mean? But yeah,
It makes it worthwhile, doesn't it? It makes it feel
it does.
worthwhile.
It
Then
does. It does. Because when I came back now, when I came back, I was doing about 3 or 4 shows a day.
because you had
Hey,
the
I tell
motivation
you.
to do it, then, didn't you?
Yeah, you
If
just
people
like, I was like,
recognise you, it's like, well, 10 could turn to 20, could turn to 30, could turn to
yeah,
40. That's how it
I'm
works.
telling you, boy. When I got back, I must have got back. Got back here. I got back here about 6 o'clock in the morning. So after 6, I got back and I think that I got back. When I got back here and I think that, right, I had a feeling to jump on my life, do a live 6:30 in the morning. I said, "Nah, man, it's time for bed."
You know
Yeah,
what,
just
actually, Rob,
mentally.
stuff to make you laugh. I was in Fossey's chat the other day, and someone commented saying, that show you did with Rodz, Footy, yourself, and the other guy, I don't know his name, that was a really good show. And I'm like, that was me. So I put underneath it, me. I was in the show.
Yeah, you're talking about me. Oh mate, you just
But it shows that's on a different channel. You know, they're watching. People are watching.
this is a new guy around.
Welcome in, bro.
Hash. Big up Hash, man. Said big up Uncle Rod. Big up to you, sir. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe if you have not subscribed.
Looks like there was one further up as well. I think he says big up. He might be a new guy. I don't recognise this one.
Let me see. Let me show you. Hold on. Let me see something. Is it further up?
Yes, much further up. It's just after forget the 6 months. There's a guy saying big up.
I'm trying to just. All right, hold on.
His name is Danny Up the Reds 472.
Oh no, he's not new. Danny Up the Reds not
he's
new.
Not new.
He's not new. But
big up, Danny.
Let me put this thing back in. Give me 1 second, yeah. All right. Yeah. For some reason, I had this plugged in and wasn't charging. Plugged in. Yeah. So like, yeah, it was good that day. I enjoyed that day.
Yeah,
I did enjoy that day. I thought that day was a good day. I mean,
he got recognised. Liverpool had a Premier League, and then someone's bought it.
Yeah, bastard. I don't know. Yeah, Danny Up the Reds. Yeah, big up Danny Up the Reds. Big up to you.
Big up, bro. Big up.
Yeah, man. It's just like that was a good day. That was really a good day. I really enjoyed it. Do you know what I mean? You don't get many good days out like that. Excuse me. You know what I mean? Not many times, and to see people that like from all over, it was literally from all over England. You know what I mean? Birmingham, London, a lot, man. It was just like it was so good to see certain people. You know what I mean? But it was packed. It was fucking packed.
That's why I was watching it on the telly. Like I said, I wasn't going to drag my kids in rain. As nice as it is, I'll go down there. But I'm not dragging my two little lads down with me. No chance.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't have recommended it. Put that way. I wouldn't have recommended it because, like, it was literally a day. It was literally a situation in the day where, you know, what I mean, it was hectic. I saw people down there with prams and shit. You know what I mean, you know, and I thought, what the fuck? Forget the 6 months. Get served that already. Probably serves 14, then out, then has 3-year driving ban. I hope not.
He's talking about that guy.
Yeah, I hope
he's already served 6 months, is what he's saying, though, because he's been in custody.
Yeah, he's already served 6 months. Yeah, I hope not, because our city sends a crap when it's busy.
It is.
Yeah, it can be. But I like Liverpool. I do like Liverpool on the whole, though. I do like.
I do
like it. It's just so different, and you know what I mean. And the Scouse women are all right as well. Do you know what I mean?
They look all right. They don't sound all right. Kind of annoying, to be honest.
Mate, it sound all right to me, pal. It sound all right to me.
Annoy one of them, and then tell me that. Huh? Annoy one of them, then tell me that as well. Because I'm not being funny. Ant will tell you the same. Annoy a Scouse girl, cover your ears.
I know, but then again, though, you know, in any freaking a woman at the end of the day, right? They're gonna, you're not gonna like what comes out of their mouth. You know what I mean?
No, trust me. Different level.
You fucking twat.
Worse than that, because it goes.
You know, they call it you fucking gobshite. Yeah. Gobshite, you know.
Personally, when they get angry, you're just going like that.
I know.
I try my. And agrees with me. There we go.
We'll get down to that. I try my best. Top stays out of town these days.
Yeah.
Look at what happened to Everton. Look what happened to the Everton pub right by Goodison. gone out of business because everything have moved to the docks. Yeah,
Mm.
big up. Yeah, big up. Hash. Um, our city's just being voted the kindest city second year running. It is though.
I'll take that. I'll
There
take
are a
that.
lot of people at Nate up in Liverpool. They are kind. They are kind. You know what I mean? I will say that. Town should have been totally closed off with barriers down the side roads. Yes,
I
you're
agree
right.
with that.
I do agree with that. Was the celebrity cop father spot on us? It's
Honestly, Rod, you've not heard anything like it, mate. Trust me.
no, but I have. I spent a lot
When
of
you
time with
annoy
Scouse.
them, when you
Yeah,
literally annoy them, they go that high pitched, you literally have to cover your ears.
I know. I know. Hey, you ever seen that? You seen that? That drama, "The City Is Ours."
Uh,
It's done in.
no, no.
It's done in Liverpool. It's
Is
literally
it?
done in Liverpool and for that, right? And it's about.
I used to
It's
watch
about.
Brookside years ago.
Yeah, but no, this one is recent. It was so good that then they made a second one. We
Mm.
get locked down on by rest of the country. Got onto the argument with a Scouse
Comment
girl
underneath as well.
about
Comment
running
underneath.
into the train.
It
Yeah, this City's Ours is a recent thing,
is.
and it's about like the fucking Scouse gangsters and that. It's really
Mm.
good. It's really good. You know what I mean? And this guy, there's a guy in there, right? He's like got like frizzy hair and everything, and he just kicks off with everybody. Because who you told you scruffy cunt?
Hang on, we don't use that word up here. We use twat.
You know what I mean? That's why he says it. And you know it is at day, right? I actually like when they start cussing and getting vexed. You know what I mean? Some of the words that come out of it because you're scruff. Yeah.
Because we very rarely use that C word up here. We use twat, which is the exact same thing anyway.
I know, innit? They got the other one. They got because you got like Crocksteff and Norris Green. They're supposed to be sort of like the bad area, the bad man area still.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
So have I, man.
Scouts. Yeah, man. I don't argue with anybody. I try not to argue with anybody because
You
know what I
don't
mean?
have to argue with them; they'll argue with you.
Yeah, I just I'll be like, come here, come here, come here, come here, come and take a walk. Let's take a walk, and I end it there. Yeah, I end it there.
It won't work, Rodz. It won't
No, I
work.
end it there. No, I'll end it. I would end it there. Like I won't carry on. Tell you what would happen. You know what I mean?
They'll be walking with you, arguing with you.
Yeah. And then what happened? And then once we get around the corner, in the day, right? Yeah. People all of a sudden a day where people hear silence. Say silence, yeah. You say silence and think that, right? Then I walk back round, I come back round the corner and think that, right? And I go, what happened? Because I think she's asleep, mate.
He's from Norris Green as well.
Norris Green. You from Norris Green, man? I thought there was some bad man down there, innit, bro? This was some bad man down in Norris Green, innit?
Yeah.
Trust me, you will have a headache. I know.
Oh, mate, honestly.
I'll probably end up with a headache anyway, yeah. You're not wrong.
I'm not going to lie. I'm not agreeing with me here. They do look good, but they are annoying.
Yeah. Nah. So, and I heard there's some bad man down in Norris Green, you know. Norris Green, some bad man area, brother. That's what I heard, you know. Norris Green. Ain't Norris Green and then Crocksteff people always fighting each other?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
There was a shooting there a while back. A kid called Reese, I think it was.
They had it on TV, didn't they? They did the drama out of that. Yeah, I watched it 2 times with that guy. That guy done it in it. Stephen Graham. He's done the actual thing. Played the policeman in it.
Apparently, at the time, it was someone to do with one of the gang members. I think it was Smiggy or Smeg, something like that. I heard about it. Obviously, I was growing up at the time. I heard about what was going on at the
Yeah,
time in
yeah.
Norwich Green because of where I lived in Widnes. For some reason, we knew all about them. The gangs got
Is
to
that
Norwich
near?
Green all the way.
You're quite near Liverpool, aren't you?
Yeah,
Yeah. How far? How long take you to get to Liverpool?
about an hour on the bus because I can't
Oh,
drive.
how long?
And
About half an hour drive then. Yeah.
so probably about half an hour drive, yeah. If that, maybe even less. Because
Okay.
because where I live, I've got to go through Speak in order to get to Liverpool city centre.
Okay. Okay. So you're not really that
And
far away, are you? Really?
I'm not far. No, I'm not far. But again, yeah, won't be dragging my kids anywhere anytime soon. We go Liverpool as a day out. That's how far away it is from where I live.
Okay. Okay. What about you near St Helens?
Yeah, St
Yeah.
Helens is not far at all. I'm not far from Warrington. In fact, where I am, I'm right near Runcorn, which is just over the bridge,
Yeah, I know
and
that.
I'm near Warrington, St Helens, and I'm near Speak.
But in Warrington, Warrington's in between Liverpool and Manchester, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'm closer to Liverpool than Warrington is.
Okay. 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 Yeah, remember all that is quieting
Yeah,
down a lot since then. Okay. Okay,
because
bro.
what you know why that is, don't you? Because they're grown up now.
Yeah, well, there you
That's
go.
why
Innit?
that is. The gangs have grown up. That's what
Yeah.
happens every single time.
I ain't doing that shit anymore, man. It's just like
No,
they got better things to do. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? You know,
It's
they
all
got-
well and good having the reputation when you're younger, but then when you get older, it means absolutely nothing.
of course it does. Because you're just seen as a has been, aren't you?
Yeah,
You're seen as has been. You're just seen as a person that yeah, man, you used to run things at one time, but you're old now.
yeah,
That's why you get a lot of these people that were bad man back in the day, right? They got jobs now, bro.
yeah.
They got jobs now and well-paying jobs. You know what I mean? You know, you
Mhm.
understand? You know what I mean? That's how it goes, man. But I like Liverpool. I do like Liverpool. I do like it. You know, I'm always like, I like the vibe up there still. You know what I mean?
That's it. All left off of 6 foot under. That's it. That's how it works every single time.
What's that? All lifted off, all 6 foot under. Yeah,
In other words, if I were
yeah,
going to have all
yeah, yeah.
died,
You're
killed.
banged up or pushing up daisies.
There you go. That's it.
Yeah, yeah. Simple as. Right, we're gonna end it right here. Right here. We'll be back tomorrow with a Q&A show tomorrow. I'm gonna set that up. So the Q&A show starts at 11:30. In fact, you know what? There won't be a Q&A show tomorrow. It'll just be a normal show because what I'm gonna try and do, I'm gonna try and get Footy to sort out my membership for me, and then I'll do the Q&A show on the membership channel, on the
There you
membership
go.
thing. You know what I mean?
Makes more sense. Yeah.
But tomorrow will just be a normal show. We can just talk about football. You know what I mean? Chat about football.
My favorite topic, football.
Yeah, man. See you, boys. Yeah, thanks, Andica, man.
Oh, cheers, man.
Andica's
Appreciate
kept us. Andica blatantly at the day kept us company all night, man. He's just been there.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I respect about Andica, man. He's a great guy. You know,
You should come on. You should come on and have chat.
Yeah, I'll have him on every day because he supports the channel. Andica does. He supports the channel. He's a great guy, man. You know what I mean?
He's got a lot to say.
Yeah, I got him
a lot to say.
I got him on Twitter as well. You know.
Have you? Okay.
Yeah, I got him on Twitter. But like sorry about that. Shame. I mean, but yeah. So I'll be back tomorrow with a normal show. Between 11:30 and 11:45. 11:45 the latest. Between then, you know what I mean. Channel is class for us. Thanks, man. Thanks for the kind words.
Appreciate that, man.
I do appreciate every support that you give me, and I do. You know what I mean? And Dicko, man, appreciate you, bro. Yeah, so it's back tomorrow, 11:30. You know what I mean? If I have to pop off again, well, I'll leave you in the capable hands of like Copfire. I don't know. He's a G. You know what I mean? And hopefully,
I'm sure the chat appreciates having me around.
No, they do, mate. They do. You know what I mean? They do. Yeah, so I'll try and get Fuzzy on tomorrow night as well. You know what I mean?
More the merrier.
Yeah. So yeah, I will see you guys later. Thank you for joining me. Please hit the like and subscribe, and also hit the comment section. Hit me up in the comment section. Let me know what you think about the show and all that. Do you know what I mean? And let me know what you think about this membership Q&A thing we're gonna do. Do you know what I mean? I saw the idea. Like, there's a woman called Joy Reid, and she used to be on CN. No, NS, it was a long NSB, ABC or something like that. A news channel out in America. He used to be on there, but they fucked her off for some reason today, right? Which I thought was wrong. Do you know what I mean? But like with many of these people, and once they've been on like a big network news, yeah, like CBS, ABC, Fox, NHBC or whatever, right? Them big channels there. When they come off of there, what they do, they get YouTube channels.
Yeah.
They get YouTube channels, and of course, what they do, they'll bring their following, or from that news channel that was on, they bring the following onto that channel. Do you know what I mean? Onto the YouTube channel, so they got like a load of people. She did a show today. Remember that guy? There's a guy that got killed by his son, isn't it? Ryan, is it Ryan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he was like an actor. He was an actor and a film producer as well, right? Because he was in this thing called years ago, back in the 70s. This thing called Archie Bunker. You know what I mean? And he was like this ignorant American man at the day, born on the way of like being racist and that, right? But what it was, his racism was ignorance, you know what I mean, and stuff. It was quite a successful show back in the day. It was really successful because like Sammy Davis Jr. made a guest appearance on there and all sorts. You know what I mean? There's a joke in that, right? There's a joke that they said, and him and Archie Bunker, right? Sammy Davis Jr. Archie Bunker, and he said something like about whites and blacks being separate. And he goes, there's a reason why they got whites and blacks being separate, yeah? They put the blacks in Africa, then the whites in Europe, yeah? So Sammy Davis Jr. was to say, goes, somebody must have told him where he was because they came and got us.
Sammy
mate,
Davis,
that was so funny. It was so funny. It was unbelievable. It was just unbelievable. The punchline of it, you know what I mean? But like, he was in that. I think that's when he got his first break. This guy Riley's got his first break in sort of like the Archie Bunker thing. Do you know what I mean? And he obviously when he left there, he went on to sort of like do a few other things, but he mostly went into sort of like, you know, film producing and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? You know, but they just said they did say his son had mental health problems. Do you know what I mean? His son had mental health problems, and I think that's why it actually happened. Do you know what I'm saying? You know, and well, Joy Reid had Joy Reid in there because she got that kind of touch. She's got that kind of touch, and then there when she can get sort of certain celebrities on her show. Do you know what I mean? Because of like obviously from the news network she used to work on and stuff like that, and now she's doing her own thing. And she had John Cusack. She had John Cusack on her show today. You know what I mean? And she was talking about obviously the guy Reiner, the death and all that, because I think the guy Reiner helped John Cusack in his film career early on at the age of 16 and stuff. You know what I mean? But like she's, you know, so then she got the idea obviously of having a members only Q&A show and stuff. Do you know what I mean? And this and that. So like yeah, get that sorted and stuff. You know what I mean? Almost up.
It's
Huh?
the best way to build a channel, from what I've heard. Is just a membership channel where you just
Yeah,
have to set up a membership and then people can just join you.
yeah, yeah. So that's do. But I've tried to set my membership, but I might give Footy my details and everything like that for the bloody YouTube channel, and
Mhm.
then get him to set it up for me. To be honest, just get him to set it up for me. You know what I mean? Because I'm having problems setting it up, but I would like to have a membership channel still. I'll probably just charge about £3 or something like that. £3 to join, and obviously, depending on how successful it sort of like it gets, you know what I mean. Then I can sort of like you probably up it or whatever. Do you know what I mean? But
Mhm.
yeah. So yeah, guys, enough love and respect to all you guys. You know what I mean. I'm gonna be off now. Oh shame, I'm gonna be off. Take care, guys. Love and respect. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And hit me up in the comment section. Peace. We're out.
Big up, guys.
Peace.